Good morning, everyone. My name is Anthony DiCiaccio. I am CONNSTEP's Innovation and Technology Consultant. I'm also the Service Strategy Consultant for the organization. I've worked in a couple different industries, from defense manufacturing to pharmaceuticals to defense consulting, defense contracting, as well as spent some time in the U.S. Army. My background is primarily in project management and Lean Six Sigma. Most recently completed my MBA at CCSU last year. Lauren, if you could do the next slide. So as a brief recap to the video that we all just saw, Hannah, thank you so much for that video. It was very well put together. CONNSTEP is Connecticut's MEP Center. So we are the Manufacturing Extension Partnership. We support small to medium-sized manufacturers through a number of different facets, such as lean, quality, EH&S, technology, cybersecurity, and more. So we're here to support small manufacturers, however they need to succeed. So our mission to help Connecticut manufacturers reach their goals by serving as their trusted advisors and resource for all things manufacturing, related to the things that we previously stated. Lauren, next slide. So Connecticut, and specifically CONNSTEP, has become one of the top MEP centers in the MEP network by supporting Connecticut's manufacturers to be the most resilient, reliable, innovative, and productive in the country. So we serve manufacturers as advisors and partners and trusted advisors to their organizations by expanding their expertise and capabilities within the market and the industry. We drive growth, improve profitability, and create sustainable competitive advantages for our manufacturers. Next slide, please. So some of the key services, as I mentioned before, this will be another recap. So we support manufacturers in business growth, cybersecurity, technology and automation, environmental health services, continuous improvement, quality management, supply chain management, workforce development, so on and so forth. Historically, we've been known as a lean organization, and that offers lean to support organizations. And now, as you can see through this product family, that we're branching out and expanding how we can help manufacturers within the various industries. Some of what we support Connecticut manufacturers with as far as technology, we support small to medium-sized manufacturers with IIoT, or Industrial Internet of Things, automation, additive manufacturing, extended reality, product simulation, digital quality assurance, data analytics, and digital product lifecycle development. So how we achieve this is through a robust network of partners throughout the country that support small to medium-sized manufacturers, not only in Connecticut, but abroad. And so we have these partners, as you can see on the slide here. We're happy to have them. We're very proud of our network and how we can support Connecticut manufacturers. Adia, Control Station, Industries Excellence, IQ3, Mecanica Solutions, Neuclon, Pure Robotics, and Pronto System Solutions. Lauren, next slide. So if anyone would like to reach out or broaden the discussion, or if they would like support with any specified technology, we have a help page that you can reach us at, located in the CONNSTEP website. Feel free to reach out to me, and we can broaden that discussion. Next slide. Additionally, we have our friends at CCAT, which have a very robust series of workshops that expand on the incumbent workforce, additive manufacturing style training, digital thread lab training, as well as developing smart systems. Next slide, please. To supplement some of those trainings and some of the projects that we execute, CCAT also offers technology grants, such as the Manufacturing Innovation Fund Voucher Program, as well as the Additive Voucher Program. And as to develop the workforce, they have talent and training grants, such as the Incumbent Workforce Training Program, as well as the Rev Up Manufacturing. And these are all wonderful programs that can support manufacturers in more ways than one, and help fund some of those initiatives. Next slide, please. Additionally, CCSU has a series of programs that they're rolling out coming up, and I encourage anyone that's interested to look on the CCSU website, or again, reach out and we can connect you with the right people. A series of programs to educate today's workforce on how Industry 4.0 technologies and technology as a whole can affect the manufacturing process, and how they can integrate some of these technologies to improve their workflows. Such as Introduction to Model-Based Definition, Industry 4.0 for managers, and Industry 4.0 for manufacturing. Next slide, please. And again, this is all broken down between a phase 1 and a phase 2 by CCSU. As you can see here, they also offer courses for Digital Twin and SolidWorks. Next slide. And in phase 2, it becomes a more intensive program for cybersecurity, cybersecurity for manufacturing, and data foundations for model-based definition. Next slide. So again, my name is Anthony DiCiaccio. It's been a pleasure. I'll pass it off to Lauren, who will take us to some of our partners. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Anthony. And I'm going to turn it over to Adia.
All right, thank you. And thank you, Anthony and Hannah, for this opportunity. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending today's webinar. And on behalf of Adia, we're very honored to be a partner with CONNSTEP and have this opportunity to briefly introduce you to our company. Adia has over 14 years of industry experience in 3D printing and additive manufacturing. Whether a company is stepping into 3D or additive for the very first time or expanding their current capabilities, we're here to help to make the journey easy and successful. In addition to partnering with CONNSTEP, we also do partner with CCAT, the Connecticut Center of Advanced Technology, and MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, to help clients with training programs in 3D printing and additive manufacturing. We offer, next slide, I'm sorry. We offer a wide range of services in 3D printing and additive to help companies along their journey, including consulting and education, training, printer sales, the proper selection and sales of materials, and service and ongoing support as well. One of the many things that separates Adia from other companies in our industry is that we are OEM agnostic when it comes to recommending the best material and 3D printing technology for our clients. Even though we represent some of the largest names in the industry, 3D Systems, Forum Labs, Mimaki, Inkjet, Tritone, just to name a few, and we can broker the sale of printers and materials with these OEMs and others, our goal is to always ensure that our clients are utilizing the best material and printer technology for their application, regardless of the brand name behind the solution. With most of our new clients, we prefer to start out our relationship with a no-cost internal analysis meeting to understand your business, your overall operation, and discuss ways 3D and additive can benefit the business moving forward. After an initial review, we typically huddle back at our office. Don't advance yet. You're stealing my thunder. That's a fun part.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. So after an initial review with our customer, we come back to our office and have an internal huddle, and we recommend a path for our clients towards implementing 3D and additive, usually kicking off with a consulting engagement to assess the potential applications and benefits for 3D and additive, and the expected return on investment as well. With most traditional manufacturers, typically machine shops, for example, most of those in the EB, Pratt, and Sikorsky supply chain, there's always an immediate benefit to implementing some 3D applications, including the 3D printing of jigs, fixtures, tooling, molds, and other applications like these that with traditional methods can typically take a long time to produce and can negatively impact on-time delivery and increase scrap and wasted materials. Other clients have very specific, more in-depth needs. I think the number one, really what we see is prototypes, rapid prototypes as well, and manufacturers that typically have low volume, high mix production needs are excellent candidates to implement 3D printing. We also have several partners that can offer contract manufacturing for those that are not ready to invest in 3D technology. However, I'm glad CONNSTEP mentioned the additive grant program through CCAT, helping companies offset the costs of investing in 3D printing technologies, and we can help facilitate that as well. Once our clients get started on their 3D path, our support team is available with rapid service response and troubleshooting whenever you need it. We like to say with Adia, you're not just investing in equipment, you're investing in a partnership. Next slide. One really fun component of working with Adia is we established a user group, sort of a play on our name, Adia. So we implemented the Another Day in Additive user group. This is a group that started in 2023, where it brings users of additive printing technology together. There's no sales involved whatsoever. I'm not allowed to go. But they do bring in folks who have experience using 3D together, typically on a quarterly basis, all throughout New England. And they share best practices, challenges, and help each other. And we facilitate this user group. The last user group we hosted was at Hasbro headquarters in Rhode Island. Very exciting to visit that facility from what I'm told. One of the things we got to see, or our staff got to see, was the original Monopoly board, which is actually a fabric. So it's just kind of an anecdotal fun story. Lastly, we're always willing to host companies to come to our facility. We have several printed parts for samples, and we have a 3D demo room where if you want to see 3D printing technology and work, we can help use that as well. Our goal is to really help start strong and build relationships and expertise in this evolving field with our customers. And we're here to help you equip. We're here to train and educate and bring your ideas to life using 3D. So thank you for the opportunity.
Thanks, EJ. Now I will go ahead and turn it over to Control Station.
They just have the video, Lauren.
Thank you, Hannah. I would have remembered that in a second. All right, we're going to play this nice video for you from Control Station. Here you go.
My name is Dennis Nash. I'm the president and CEO of Control Station. Digital Lifecycle Solutions is Control Station's approach to delivering value-added, software-enabled services to process manufacturers. Control Station's customers benefit in a variety of ways. Primarily, however, these are organizations that have made significant investments in technology. Digital Lifecycle Solutions is a means by which they can magnify the impact and realize the financial gains that those technologies promise. Many process manufacturers struggle meeting their reliability and their sustainability objectives. With Digital Lifecycle Solutions, Control Station is helping these manufacturers achieve those goals by providing, first and foremost, staff augmentation, but maybe more importantly, the experts in the use of technology that allow them to achieve those goals effectively and efficiently.
Hi, I'm Rick Bontatibus. I'm the Vice President of Sales here at Control Station. I think our digital lifecycle services provide value and know-how and expertise to the customer so that we can help them see the value quicker, get to the answers faster, but also have a partnership that they can rely on and have confidence in a supplier that knows what they're doing, has the expertise, and will help them with answers to their questions.
My name is John Stevens. I am the Director of Services at Control Station. DLS has a positive impact on customer goals, primarily because we really aim to be result-driven. Customers depend on us for a number of different expertise or engineering services, whether that's on-site or remote, augmenting their staff's efforts around projects or around initiatives, or it could be things around training, right? Getting their team up to speed around the theory or the fundamentals around PID, how to tune loops, understand control strategies, and other topics. But at the end of the day, the services that we provide really are meant to hone in on what the customer is looking to ultimately achieve. So it's a shared interest.
All right, that was our message from Control Station. Just a friendly reminder, if you have any questions, to put them in the Q&A panel and we'll answer them as time permits at the end of the session. And now I will turn it over to Industries Excellence.
Hi there, I'm Dan Grabowski. I'm the Services Director for the Design Automation branch of Industries Excellence, and I'm happy to talk about what we do. So we do engineering automated solutions, and what does that mean? Basically, can you go to the next slide? We'll talk about that a little bit more. So we have a number of customers, mostly in the aerospace and defense group, but what we do is we leverage technology to build automated solutions for our customers. So that means there's a lot of different scopes in this. There's design engineering, which is working with CAD systems, and we're CAD agnostic. We work with SolidWorks and NX and CATIA and AutoCAD. It is about analysis engineering, so working with SimCenter, with ANSYS, with FEMAP, manufacturing engineering, working with routings and work instructions, and then doing supplier integration. So there's a lot of issues with the OEMs that we work with, and they're moving to MBD, and the suppliers can't keep up with that. They're not at that level yet. They're still using paper drawing. So how do we merge those two systems into something that works for both of them? So usually it's surrounding doing automation, writing code for these different CAD or analysis tools to generate the outputs that the customers need. And what does that get them? That gets them some alignment between their customer, which is the OEM. It also allows them to work faster and more accurately with less errors. You can go to the next slide, please. So in the space of design engineering, there's a lot of different aspects to this. So I talked a little bit about CAD automation. So, automating designs, that could be designs for a part, but it could be designs for tooling, for fixturing. All that can be driven from data and automated as long as there's rules associated with it. They could be product configuration. So building templates that will drive a design, whether it's a part or an assembly, putting things together, features together, or parts together. There's design checking, so reducing errors by putting checking processes within the CAD tool that will not allow a user to make a downstream error. Design optimization, so picking a particular variable, maybe it's a weight variable or a particular dimensional variable, and optimizing a design to fit a particular criteria. And then also working with some legacy code and doing updates there. So we're talking about Fortran, stuff like that. So old code bases that aren't maintainable anymore, upgrading those into a more modern standard so they can be maintained in the future. Next slide, please. Manufacturing automation. So similarly, we can put in manufacturing checks. So designers don't necessarily know what a downstream manufacturer is going to encounter, but if we put those checks up front, then it'll reduce errors downstream. Automated manufacturing stage models and routing. This involves making in-process prints. So instead of just having the final product as a paper drawing, you'll have in-process. Every machine operation that occurs will have a drawing associated with it, so the machine operator can make that part at that station accurately without any issue or having to identify what they need to make. Manufacturing process optimization involves examining different types of ways you can make a part and finding the best method. This can involve using ERP and lead times of materials or the machines you have available in the shop and what their backlog is, and optimizing that process. A real big key for us is in a lot of electronic work instructions. A lot of facilities we work with are paper-based, and it causes a lot of issues with manual rework and things like that. So we can take what the design has and all the information there, we can generate automatically electronic work instructions that can be accessed at all the machines on the floor. So it allows the user to rotate the model around, interrogate it dynamically without having to go back to engineering and figure out what was going on. And then similarly, legacy code updates, which include like grip codes and things like that in the tooling space and manufacturing space that aren't really supported anymore, but then they're useful and they need to be maintained long term. Next slide, please. And so this is just one example that we worked with. I know that CONNSTEP has already talked about that there's a partnership with CCAT, and we've worked with them as well. So this was an effort where we were working with Electric Boat, Sikorsky, and Pratt Whitney, and they've all moved to different levels of MBD, and only giving a 3D PDF and a step file to their suppliers. And so how do the suppliers consume that when they're used to seeing a PDF 2D drawing? So we basically used each of those different OEMs CAD platforms and built integration tools that would drive, in this case, SolidWorks models that would have all the appropriate information for the supplier to have, so they could still move smoothly in their processes without having to buy licenses of NX or CATIA or anything like that. So we've done that effort before, and this is just one example of some of the things that we've done working with suppliers and OEMs. And yeah, that's it. If there's any questions, obviously please put it in the chat and we'll address it at the end of the call. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you. And now we will go ahead and turn it over to IQ3 Connect.
Hello, my name is Victor Nardoni. I'm responsible for sales at IQ3 Connect, where our vision is to provide a 3D immersive platform that accelerates the world's ability to share, learn, and absorb complex ideas, products, or like procedures. So IQ3 Connect provides a SaaS platform for web-based extended reality training and collaboration. If you're not familiar with that term extended reality, it's really the generic term for augmented reality, virtual reality, or mixed reality. But I do want to be very clear though, you don't need special hardware to utilize this technology. You can access like all IQ3 Connect experiences on your laptop or the cell phone that's in your pocket. So at a very basic level, IQ3 experiences are really a web page, a URL that enables users to see, move around, and really interact with this complex content in a 3D environment. It's easier probably to join an IQ3 experience than it is this Zoom call, right? It's just a one-click access and jumping into these experiences. So there are a couple things that stand out as key differentiators for IQ3 Connect that really enable small, medium manufacturers to utilize this technology cost effectively. So for starters, on the content creation side, the platform is easy to use and focused on regular users. Users don't need CAD, extended reality, or graphic design expertise. So anyone can launch IQ3 meeting space or author immersive training experiences. Our customers have interns creating content. This is all enabled by our no-code authoring environment, which I would more or less equate to like creating slides in PowerPoint. We have a very unique technology stack that automates the process for bringing in complex digital assets. So like 3D CAD assemblies, area scans, or 360 videos into an immersive environment and brings in every component, every nut, bolt, and washer, and its correct model tree structure. So that's on the content creation side. So we're trying to make that as fast and simple as possible. On the deployment side, a key differentiator for us is that we're web-based. So the platform and training experiences are accessible via web browser. So there's no software for users to install or apps for them to download. And this really drastically simplifies the IT requirements and access to content. And the open web-based standards that our platform is really based on also mean that users can access the same meeting space on any device. They can be on a laptop, a tablet, a phone, or AR/VR headset, which also future-proofs developed content as it works on newer devices as they hit the market. So I guess lastly, it's a common misconception that this technology is only really for larger enterprises or organizations. That's something where it started with these $1 million case system walls. That's definitely not the case. We have individual license keys that start at $99 per month per user. So don't shy away from bringing this technology into your digitalization strategy. IQ3 Connect is uniquely positioned to bring extended reality to small, medium manufacturers for improving team communication, accelerating workforce training, and enhancing engineering workflows. So, thank you.
All right, thank you, IQ3 Connect. And we'll go ahead and turn it over now to Mecanica Solutions.
Thank you. Yeah, you can just go to the first slide. Good morning. My name is Angelo Papanastasio. I'm with Mecanica Solutions. We're a Dassault Systems Platinum Business Partner, so we resell the solutions, the software solutions from Dassault Systems, including SolidWorks and CATIA for CAD, Delmia for manufacturing, robotics, and plant automation, Simulia for simulation and analysis, and the 3D Experience platform, which is a PLM or product lifecycle management platform, and that provides the digital thread or digital continuity, among all of these solutions, so allows you to manage your data in one repository in one place. We also provide all the services you need in order to implement these effectively, including training, technical support. We do engineering services with all of these products. We create custom software development solutions as well. And we also have the deployment services for the 3D Experience platform. Next slide, please. So how do these solutions, help manufacturers? I've outlined a few things. I mean, one, the first is it will help you internally to become more efficient, and then being more efficient will allow you to bring on more projects internally without necessarily bringing on more staff. So, and that's by improving your collaboration with your customers and your suppliers, as well as having integrated solutions. So you're not constantly importing, exporting data and so forth. So everything's in one place, and reduces the amount of time you're going to need to for search and so forth. I think we touched upon this with some of the other presenters talking about MBD. I mean, certain aerospace OEMs require the use of CATIA, and they're also putting out files, the CATIA files. With all of that, what used to be on paper drawings is now embedded into those files. And in order to work effectively with them, you're going to need to have the same tools as them. So you need the native application, such as CATIA, in order to be able to share information back and forth, and also make sure you don't miss anything. Because a lot of times, if you convert things, certain annotations or notes could get lost, and they could be critical in terms of the way the part is finished. Next slide, please. And lastly, this is to do with the Department of Defense. One, again, using the same tools as them, so certain programs do require CATIA and other tools. But more specifically, last year the DoD put out a directive talking about that they will require the use of digital engineering methodologies going forward with new programs. So I took some excerpts from that directive and highlighted some of the areas that have a direct alignment with the solutions that we offer. So things such as creating accurate digital models, having a single source of truth, being able to create a digital twin, as you see, so tools such as CATIA, the 3D Experience platform, and the other tools that we offer allow you to create digital models that are fully traceable, and providing a single source of truth and the ability to create a digital twin. Well, that's certainly a quick overview. If you have more questions, please put it into the chat, and we can talk more later. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Mecanica Solutions. And now we'll turn it over to Neuclon.
Yes, hello everyone. Actually, you can start on the first slide. First of all, thank you, CONNSTEP. So we are Single Insight. We are a subsidiary of Neuclon Corporation, and we are a data analytics and AI company focused on manufacturing. Next slide. Lauren, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so let me start with a question. So think about this. What if your car didn't have a dashboard? Or what if the information that it displayed was incomplete or it was not in real time? Well, I think we can all agree that that's really no way to operate a car, but it's also no way to operate a business. Next slide. So what we do is we enable companies to improve the efficiency and productivity of their operations. And also, if you think about this, the competitiveness and profitability of the business itself. And we do this by enabling companies to make better use of data. Next slide. So this problem is probably familiar to many of you, and that is we all know that in manufacturing, there is a lot of data in a lot of different places. And for people to do their job, in many of the functions that they have, they need to collect, integrate, and analyze this data. And unfortunately, if you can click the next slide. Unfortunately, they need to do this manually. And we kind of all know the downsides of this, right? It takes a lot of time. There are delays. You end up with making decisions that you're not certain about. and quite frankly, missed opportunities. But there's a better way. Let's go to the next slide. So our solution is this. So we don't replace any of the existing systems, but what we do is we easily, with our single platform, we easily connect to all of them, including things like ERPs and you know, the Internet of Things, the edge devices, and all of that. We easily connect to all of that, and by doing that, we enable you to collect, integrate, and analyze whatever information you need to do your job function. And you can do that on one platform in an automated way in real time. And in addition to that, it gives you the ability to do modeling, to create digital twins. The information that's displayed is displayed in user-friendly dashboards. And what we do is we layer on top of that the power of providing an artificial intelligent assistant. Next slide. So to be clear, this is not just for the shop floor. So this can apply, for example, to job functions like production planner or quality control engineer or supply chain manager. But it's all throughout the organization, wherever data is needed, including and maybe even particularly in the C-suite. Next slide. So here's the bottom line, right? We all know that digital transformation and Industry 4.0 is happening now in manufacturing. We're here to help companies stay ahead of the competition. Next slide. So my name is John Hoffert. I'm with Single Insight, again, a division of Neuclon Corporation, and please reach out with any questions. Thank you very much. By the way, it's just to show you what some of the use cases are, but that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thanks, John. And now we're going to go ahead and turn it over to Peer Robotics.
Thanks, Lauren. Hello, everyone. My name is Rishabh. I'm the CEO at Peer Robotics, and we are an industrial automation company based out of Connecticut, New Haven. I think, Lauren, we can go into the video and I'll just talk over the. So essentially, we work with manufacturers around the world to help them automate their material movement. So bins, trolleys, pallets, anything that is being moved across the shop floors, Peer Robotics provides end-to-end material handling solutions that help these companies automate the material flow. So we make these autonomous mobile robots that can learn from your external environment, and our unique technology is that the robots can learn from humans in real time. So what you're seeing right now is anyone on the shop floor can just grab the robot and walk it around. And in this process, the robot is learning about the environment in real time. So this way, the robot can repeat the action again next time onwards on their own. So whether it's understanding the path to follow, the environment the robot has to operate into, entire thing can be taught by people on the shop floor and not specialized engineers per se. And after that, the robot can do autonomous movements like detecting a trolley and picking a trolley across the shop floor. So it can move raw material, finished goods from one point to another across the manufacturing line. And whether it's trolleys, pallets, or bins, we can automate the entire flow. So the robot is completely dynamic, and we don't come and change anything in your infrastructure. The robot and the technology adapts to your infrastructure. So how Peer Robotics work is that we come to your facility, understand your entire layout at free of cost, no cost around that particular system, just to understand how your operations are and whether you can get the value out of these systems or not. And once we understand that, we provide a POC where you can integrate and deploy these robots for 3 months, collect all the data, see what the value you are getting at a rental basis. And once you're completely certain what is the value you can make out of these systems, you can purchase the systems or scale into multiple deployment. And every solution is personalized. What you're seeing here is one such example where the robot is moving a trolley, but the trolley can be custom based on your application, or there could be more complex solutions like mobile manipulation. So that's where we also work with CCAT, where we develop these custom solutions along with them, where how can we partner with different companies to fit their particular requirement, their specific requirement. So whether it's machine tending or whether it's in pharmaceutical space, we have currently deployment where the customers are using these technologies for different applications. not just, let's say, movement of trolleys. But all in all, you can build several solutions on top of it, and the company we work along with end customers, plus also the end users to build these custom solutions. So that's a quick overview about Peer Robotics. Happy to show you our technology. We have our robots at CCAT facility as well and in New Haven. So anytime you would want to learn more about the technology, we can even bring the systems at your facility. But yeah, please feel free to reach out. And if you have any questions, drop in the message. Thanks a lot.
Great, thank you. Thanks to Peer Robotics. Now we will go ahead and turn it over to Pronto System Solutions.
Hello, good morning. My name is AJ Brer, founder and principal engineer of Pronto System Solutions. Thank you to CONNSTEP for organizing the webinar. Thanks for all the participants for being here. Next slide. Okay. Industry 4.0 refers to a new phase in the Industrial Revolution that focuses heavily on interconnectivity, automation, machine learning, and real-time data. This is where operational technology meets information technology. At Pronto System Solutions, our mission is to enhance manufacturing efficiency and performance using data. With state-of-the-art technology solutions, teams can reach their full quality and operating potential by utilizing this data from their existing equipment. Next slide, please. As a trusted automation partner, we seamlessly integrate your systems to provide a single, reliable source of data, offering clear, actionable insights across all levels. Our solutions enhance productivity and ensure top-tier product quality. By streamlining workflows and minimizing downtime, we help you achieve sustainable growth, boost throughput, and maximize profitability. With a deep understanding of your unique challenges, we deliver customized solutions backed by cutting-edge, data-driven tools. More than just a vendor, we're your dedicated partner, focusing on long-term success and continuous improvement. Next slide. We empower manufacturers with SCADA and MES technology, enabling end-to-end visibility and control. These tools provide operators and managers with real-time data to optimize performance, prevent downtime, and react to changing conditions. We develop robust, customizable systems for tracking overall equipment effectiveness, or OEE, offering real-time data on machine availability, performance, and quality. By integrating this with production scheduling and downtime analysis, we provide manufacturers with the tools to monitor, analyze, and optimize production processes seamlessly. Next slide. Our process validation system ensures that parts are marked and tracked as they progress through each process. This enhances operational efficiency and quality assurance, ultimately reducing errors and improving reliability. Our mobile HMI technology empowers operators and managers with real-time access to production data from anywhere. With user-friendly mobile interfaces, staff can monitor processes, track KPIs, and respond to issues quickly, increasing their flexibility. This mobility ensures that key personnel are always connected, supporting fast, informed decision-making on the go. Next slide. We offer more than just software, however. As your go-to partner, we help drive your data goals through programming and electrical design, ensuring everything works together smoothly. Our services also include custom integration, hands-on training, and fast support, all backed by strong project management. We work closely with you to make sure everything runs smoothly, turning your data into valuable insights to boost productivity and product quality. Next slide. You can find more information about our background and services offered on our website. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. We're excited about the potential to form new relationships. Whether you're looking to streamline production or gain deeper insights into your manufacturing processes, we're here to help. Thank you for your time.
Great, and thank you. That is all of our partners today. So thank you for everyone being here. I am not seeing any questions in our Q&A panel or in the chat, but it does look like we have some time left in the webinar. So if you do have any of those questions, please put those in there. I'm going to be sharing a couple links with you in the chat now. So you have access to those. They were shared in the presentation from CONNSTEP. And this is another slide just going over Anthony's contact information. So if you want to capture that. Thanks, Brian, for the kind words. Glad that you found the presentations helpful. And if you have any questions, you can visit our website for more information. You can send a request to get in contact with a technology partner or find out how to become one. And that link is in the chat for you as well with this QR code here. And great, thanks for the question. There's a question that's asking who can help with ROI?
So Lauren, I think I can actually speak to that question a little bit. I think the ROI really depends on the type of project that's being undertaken and the current process as is. So first, what we would have to do is go in and look at the current process, measure the capabilities of it, so we can understand what the current output is. Once we evaluate the impact technology can have on that process and we implement it and we execute and we can say, okay, well, we've saved $60,000 to $80,000 by implementing this piece of technology. And that's a conversation that we can have, and we're more than happy to have with anybody that wants to discuss it further offline.
Great, thanks, Anthony. And we'll just wait a few minutes, see if any other questions come in while you have a few minutes to think here. And as Anthony mentioned, you can always ask questions after the session at any time. That's what we're here for.
So I guess one of the questions was about ROI, and I don't know if that was specific to a specific investment, but from an IQ3 Connect standpoint, so like really what we focus on is utilizing existing digital assets. So if you've already put in the time and energy into creating these digital models and assets, you can use them more effectively across your entire product or project lifecycle with like an immersive reality solution for engineering design reviews, for on the sales side of things, on the maintenance side. So utilizing digital assets more effectively. So.
Great, thanks for adding to the conversation, Victor. It looks like there's another question asking who can help with the integration of these technologies in the value stream?
I'm sorry, Lauren, could you ask that question? Could you state the question one more
Of
time?
course. Yep. It's in chat also if you want to read it. It says, who can help with integration of these technologies in the value stream?
So CONNSTEP as a whole, we can assist with integrating the technology. Once the technology has been identified, we understand the process flow, and then we can take steps to implement that technology in a controlled and sound manner, if that makes sense. Whether it's machine tending, extended reality, additive manufacturing, there's steps that need to be taken, and it looks different for each type of project that we undertake.
Actually, if I can jump in here, this is John Hoffert with Neuclon Corporation. So with regard to both ROI and the integration of these technologies into the value stream, I want to point out that first and foremost, our team, yes, we're software experts, but first and foremost, we're manufacturing experts. And we understand the importance of whatever a manufacturing company does. First of all, it's a business that has to make money. And so we view this through the lens of, as a manufacturing company, you need to understand that whatever you're doing, there has to be a return on that investment. And we work with companies to ensure that the solutions that we provide, in fact, by measuring, the key performance indicators before we install something and after it's been implemented, we work with that company to ensure that they are getting a good return on their investment. And we also work with them to ensure that to achieve that return on investment, that the technology that we provide integrates with their operations. So again, we very much understand what their the challenges of optimizing a manufacturing operation. We very much understand that. So we do actually a big part of what we do is to take the time to understand that. Anyway, thank you for the question, by the way.